Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be going over the episode titles and the descriptions, synopsises of the new show Wizards Beyond Waverly Place. And I'm trying to keep like a low voice because it's kind of off hours, and tomorrow is going to be starting the new week of, of, of class because Thanksgiving, the holiday, is over. So, and people are just starting to come back into campus and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to keep like a low volume. So hopefully you guys can hear me. Wait, sorry. There's just something on my laptop, but hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay. So what do I want to say? Oh, right. So if you've been in my channel long enough and you've seen videos like this, then you would know how I would do this. But if you're new, especially if you're recently new, what I do is I read the episode title, then I read this description, and then I'll go episode by episode until I reach a certain point, and that is to either the mid-season finale, which will be half of the episodes of what's going to be of the entire season, or the episodes that's just available. Like, let's say, for example, let's say there's a new show, right? And let's say there's going to be 20 episodes, right? So I would review episodes 1 through 10 to read the titles and descriptions and do the kind of like theories and questions about it. But let's say the website only has 4 episodes available to show the episode titles and descriptions. Then I'll just go through episodes 1 through 4. That's what I would do. So I kind of went over it like really quickly to see how many episodes. It seems that there's going to be either 20 or 21 episodes. So it's safe to assume that the mid-season finale is going to be episode 10, which coincidentally, I think that's how you call it. I don't know words. A coincidence that what's available of the episode titles and description, the synopsis, is episodes 1 through 10. So that's a safe bet that is the mid-season finale, because I think the show kind of is on hiatus right now. I think. Yeah, I believe it's on hiatus right now. It's going to come back sometime in December, I think. And I need to look back into it. But all you need to know is that episodes 1 through 10 are out. It went live. And the descriptions and the episode titles 1 through 10 is on the website for Disney, stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is go through episodes 1 through 10. Then I'm going to go through it again. But when I read the description, then I'm going to say like what I think is going to happen, and what type of theories do I have, what characters could show up, what character arc I might think starts or something like that. And I'll do it for episodes 1 through 10, since 11 through 21. Episodes 1 through 20. No, one is why I'm not going to review is because I want to save it for a separate video, and 2, it's not available. So, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, let me just. Okay, so I just want to drink a little water to get my voice preparation. Let me raise my voice a little bit so you guys can hear me a little bit better, but not too much. Okay. All right. Episode 1 of season 1 for Wizards. Oh. Wait a minute. Okay, sorry. I thought I had to. Okay, I'm so sorry. Sorry. I thought I just had to restart like a new video like all over again, because I was looking at this right here, Wizards of Waverly Place, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's the original series. I thought I was looking at Wizards Beyond Waverly Place. I didn't saw Alex Russo, and I'm like, wait a minute. But no, this website just happens to have Wizards of Waverly Place and Wizards Beyond Waverly Place, and my brain was just not functioning for a second. I was like, wait a minute, hold up, okay. And then when I was reading more description, I'm like, okay, things are kind of making sense again, so I don't have to restart the video. Okay, because I'm like, am I on the wrong website? I'm not. So, whew. Okay. Sorry, I had to stop for a second. I'm like, hold up. Let me get my brain together. Let it function a little bit, and let me see. Am I on the right dang website? I am. Okay, great. Sorry about that. So, episode 1 of season 1. I was gonna say before I had the little freak out. I think this show, the sequel show, is only going to be 1 season, I think. Because I didn't hear any green light of season 2. And I think, well, at least what I think the creators said is that everything's going to wrap up in 1 season, I believe. But that's not like confirmed or anything. So just to let you know, if this is going to be like multiple seasons, like the first show was like 4 or 5 seasons, I believe this is just going to be 1 season. It's going to wrap up there. But I could be wrong. It'd be pretty cool to do this as season 2. But anyway, besides that. Okay, episode 1 of season 1. Everything is not what it seems. Haha, that's in the theme song of the first series. Okay, Alex Russo brings a mischievous and Alex Russo brings a mischievous and exceptionally powerful student, Billy, to her brother Justin's home in the hopes of coaxing him out of retirement to teach her. Okay. And I'm sorry if you guys can't see this right here. Did they decide to do gray text on a darker gray background, like the rectangle? I don't know why to decide to do that. Especially since Wizards Beyond Waverly Place and Wizards of Waverly Place is more like purple. I don't know why they decided to do black. That's not what I would go with. Especially since right here, for like the actors and the directors, they have it in white. Why couldn't this be white? And the names could be in purple. I don't know why I did. So hopefully you guys can see that. And if you're not able to, I'm so sorry. Hopefully you guys can hear me, and or subtitles can like not be wrong to when I'm reading this, because that's unfortunate that it's like gray on gray. You always have to be very careful when you're doing with color, especially if it's a very similar color. When you think, oh, this will be fine. It's probably not. I can see it be something really close to it, but I don't know. But anyway. Episode 2, Season 2. Episode 2 of Season 1. Brain. Mortal vibes only. Billy's use of magic outside of the lair gets her in trouble with Justin, and her fear of being kicked out of yet another home bubbles to the surface. Okay, so we're going to deal with a little anxiety, and when I do each episode, like I'm doing like theories and stuff like that, for episode 2, apparently, is where I'm gonna go back into what I said in my trailer reaction review, those 2 videos, to where I kind of talked about this, about her like running away. But again, I'm gonna talk about it like later in the video. But I guess it's gonna happen this episode. I believe so. Episode 3 of season 1, Saved by the Spell. I guess this was a reference to Saved by the Bell. It was an old show or movie. I'm not sure. On her first day of school, Billy uses magic to impress Roman's best friend, but when a jealous Roman steals Billy's wand, he falls into the grasp of a wizard hunting Phantomus. I haven't seen the original show in a long time, so are Phantoms called Phantomus? If not, I would have just gone by Phantom, because I don't think that's copyrighted or trademarked somewhere. Just say Phantom. I don't know why. Because I don't think that's the creature's name, a wizard hunting named Phantomus. I think that's what the creature is called. It should just be called Wizard Hunting Phantom, right? I don't know. So far, when I see this word, I'm just like, why have the U.S. here? Like, why have it? I don't know. Maybe I'll like it later on, but nah, I don't know. Okay. Episode 4 of Season 1. Something wizard this way comes. That might be a reference to like a magic sort of thing. I don't know. On Halloween, Billy tells Roman about Pumpkin Belly. Okay. A ghoul who eats anyone whose house isn't spookily decorated. Meanwhile, Justin, Milo, and Giada It's a Spanish name. Giada. Gia. It might be Gia for sure. Maybe Gia would be short for him. I don't know. Giada. Defend the home from pranksters. Okay, so A plot, B plot. Okay. Alright. Oh, and before I forget, I should have said this at the beginning, but I kind of said this in previous episode titles. If you believe that the episode descriptions is going to bring spoilers, then don't watch this video. I know, like, why you saying this, like, almost halfway through the thing. I'm sorry, but I kind of forgot. But, I don't want to redo the video. But it's just to let you know. Because you can kind of tell what plot happens in episode titles. It happens in, like, almost every Disney show. So it should be, like, already a well-known thing. If you don't want to know anything, don't read the episode titles and descriptions. So that should already be a known thing. But if you don't know and watch this video and you're already disappointed by me reading the episode titles and descriptions, I'm so sorry. This happens usually with, like, episode titles and descriptions where I go through, like, a couple episodes. I'm like, wait a minute, I forgot to say probably spoilers because of descriptions, but I didn't read the descriptions, so I'm sorry. But yeah. Okay, time for the second half of what I'm reviewing today. Okay, season 1, episode 5. Wizards just want to have fun. Okay, that's pretty funny. Like, girls just want to have fun. Billy and Justin must work together to undo a spell when Billy's prank go AWOL. Okay. Roman gains muscles thanks to a magical muscle tea. Milo's class pet gets loose in the house. Okay. I'm going to talk about this more when I go through each episode, but I'm like, are these like an A plot, B plot, C plot type of thing? Because if so, shows don't usually do this well, and the only show that I've seen do this well that constantly does it, at least in the early seasons, is Big City Greens. Again, if you've been watching a long time, I reviewed all 3 seasons of Big City Greens. I haven't reviewed season 4 yet because I've been busy, but all 3 seasons, and especially season 1 and season 2, have done A plots, B plots, C plots, even D plots, 4 plots, and I think the show does it really well. I think it balances characters really well. But when the Owl House does it, and I think there's like another show that tried to do it, but I can't think on top of my head, I don't think they do it really well, or at least as well as they thought they did it. I personally didn't really enjoy it. There was some plots I was like, this could be really interesting, but then they put it with another plot. I'm like, why did you do that? Big City Greens, on the other hand, does it pretty well. I think there have only been like 1 or twice where it was like, you didn't really need that, but most of the time, it did do it great. At least in my opinion, I think they do it great. So, if this is 3 plots, I'm a little nervous because I'm like, Big City Greens has a standard. And like, Owl House for like, not show wise, but like quality wise, but like for like 3 plots in the structure type of wise, it's like right here. Where's Wizard Beyond Wizard Beyond Waverly Place? Where's that gonna land? I might be like overreacting, but I'm just kind of like, like, what are you trying to do? I don't know. But anyway, episode 6 of season 1, The Legends of Creepy follows. Okay, when Billy uses a spell on her Badger Book profile and accidentally enchants her classmates, she must find a way to break it to get everyone back to normal. Okay. Episode 7, we're gonna need a bigger float. Ha ha ha, we're gonna need a bigger boat. Jaws reference. Cool. Love Jaws. Billy gets wizard help to finish her homework and meets a member of the Russo family. Justin runs into an old mentor while Billy uses magic on Roman's homecoming parade float. Homecoming parade? That's a little thing that's different. Because usually when they just do homecoming, and there's so many shows that do homecoming, it's usually just them minimally decorating for homecoming or actually the homecoming dance. That's it. This is gonna be a parade float. It's gonna be a homecoming parade. I like that they're kind of doing a little twist on it. It's not like Roman's actually going to homecoming. He's designing a parade float for the dance, so it's kind of expanding on the whole decorating aspect. I like that. Because even though it's nothing wrong but doing like a homecoming dance, then they probably would do it later in the season, or maybe even second season to do it. I don't know. I'm totally fine with it. But I'm like, this is pretty interesting, kind of taking that detail and kind of expanding on it. No, we're not going to do the dance just yet. we're going to do the decorate aspect and we're going to expand upon it. I'm like, I like that. Thank you. Because usually it was like, oh yeah, we did some decorations here and there, and we had some streamers. Oh yeah, I brought in the balloons. I'm the balloon guy. I'm like, no, let's expand on it. Thank you. Okay, episode 8 of season 1. You can't handle the truth. Ha ha ha. You can't handle the truth. Okay. When her spell to remove Justin's wisdom teeth also removed all of his wisdom by mistake. Oh, okay, that's pretty funny. Billy is left watching out for a reckless Justin. Okay, shoes on the other foot. Billy, I was just seeing the description of episode 1 and also in the trailer. Billy's really reckless. Justin's very serious and very stern. Also, that was in the original series. Also, Justin was always very the responsible one. All of his wisdom of the first series and also before the second series, him being an adult, that goes away. Now, the amateur one has to be the responsible one. It's kind of like a hint of what's maybe to come. I like that. Not for Justin to regress, but for Billy to improve. I like that. Okay, episode 9, Mistaken Identity. When Billy struggles with a spell, Roman says he could do it if he was a wizard. To prove him wrong, Billy uses a power glass to transfer her powers to Roman. Okay, that could be interesting. I wonder how long that's gonna be. Is this gonna be one episode thing? Or is this going to be an arc of that Roman becomes a wizard part-time? Not sure. And, episode 10, Ain't No Party Like a Wizard Party. Okay, it ain't no party like a wizard party. It ain't no party when this person arrives or something like that. Okay. When Billy's troublemaking friend from Wizard World visits, Billy goes over the top to impress her and accidentally puts Winter in danger. First time we're hearing the word Winter. Is this Roman's best friend that was mentioned in a previous episode description? Might be, because this is the first time we hear Winter and we never hear about that best friend ever again, at least in descriptions. It's like, oh, Roman, Billy, and the best friend. We don't see the name or those words again, except for that one episode title. So, I'm assuming Winter is the best friend, just by that context. I'm assuming. Sorry. Okay, so now we got that done. Let's go episode by episode and see if we can do any theories about it. Okay. Episode 1, Everything is Not What It Seems. Alex Russo brings a mischievous and exceptionally powerful student, Billy, to her brother Justin's home in the hopes of coaxing him out of retirement to teach her. Okay, so it seems by the episode tells, I don't think Alex is going to be doing it much since Alex is such a popular character and she's so mischievous and she's going to be doing a lot if she's here. I'm assuming this is going to be Alex's only episode, because why wouldn't Alex be in any of the other descriptions, unless they're just keeping it a secret, which they could totally be doing. So that's my hint. And also the fact this is Alex Russo, I'm assuming Alex isn't married, but the husband could just totally, or wife, I don't know, could have just took Alex's last name, and now they're also the Russos. But I heard an interview that Alex isn't having children. And at least that's what I heard. Oh, why is this glitching? Why are you glitching? Sorry. So, I kind of heard about that, but I'm not sure if it's officially true. But so, Billy is a powerful student. She's exceptional, but she's also mischievous, like Alex, and that's probably Alex wants to mentor her, but maybe she can't do it correctly. And, why are you glitching again? So that's why she needs to bring her to Justin, and she's going to try to coax him out of retirement. So my question is, how is this going to go well? How is the chemistry between Justin and Alex's siblings going to mesh together? And how is Billy going to mesh with Alex? And how is Billy going to mesh with Justin? And also, are we going to meet the entire Russo family, Justin's new family, in this first episode? That's my question. And also in the first episode, does Justin's family know about magic? That's another question. And also, I guess the question I do have to put in here, even though I'm kind of tired talking about it, because I mentioned it in the trailer reaction review, that basically the gist is, at the end of the first series, Justin, Max, and Alex, all three siblings, go into a tournament to see who gets to keep their magic. Alex won. Justin and Max lost. Which is weird enough. Max is not in the description, so maybe he has his own family. Somewhere else. Out of state, maybe. I don't know. But anyway. Justin lost his magic. So, and in the trailer, it shows that Justin does have magic, or magic in a sense. So, and none of the descriptions are explaining that. So, are they just gonna oversight it and saying, Justin has his magic somehow, don't worry about it? Do they regret having a whole competition thing? Because that was kind of interesting. Because now there's stakes, and now you're saying you're taking those stakes away. I don't want to like kick a dead horse or anything, because this is like the third or fourth time I'm talking about it, but I'm just hoping the show gives a little explanation of why Justin has his powers. If they don't, I guess they don't. And either you like it or you don't. And also, like, it depends, like, how do you take the frustration and how you use with it? Because I think it's also important, because a lot of people, through fandoms or through comics or otherwise, take their anger and they use it negatively, and I don't think people should do that. That should be stopped. So try to be civil in the comments and fandoms and so forth. Okay, so that's all I have with episode 1. Kind of wondering how the characters are gonna mesh. It seemed like I kind of mentioned before, like in the trailer review, it seems like Justin's gonna have a son, I think. So how's Billy gonna mesh with him? Is it gonna be like a romance? Is it gonna be like a brother-sister type of bond? Are they gonna argue a lot? Are they not gonna argue a lot? Are they gonna care about each other? Because I always love it when siblings care. Even though they fight, they care. Are they gonna care about each other? That's important. So kind of wondering about that too. But other than that, I think that's all I have. Yeah. Okay. So episode 2, Mortal Vibes Only. Billy's use of magic outside of the lair gets her in trouble with Justin, and her fear of being kicked out of yet another home bubbles to the surface. So I kind of said this before in like a trailer review and also the reaction also, that it seems like Billy's going to be running away because her and Justin have a big talk, like a heart-to-heart at like a subway, like stop or bus stop or something in like the wizard world or something. And basically Justin says, Billy, you made a mistake. And Billy said, I made a lot of mistakes, Justin. And she thinks that, oh, you're going to kick me out. Like, I'm not allowed to be here because I made a mistake. Like, no. Making mistakes is part of growing up, and that's what kids do. But you don't get to be kicked out of the family just because you made a mistake. And I love that. It was even like part of the church. You see them have like a big hug. I'm probably wondering, is that part of the same episode? Is that part of the later episode? If that scene is part of the later episode, but just still a hug in that episode was talking about, like, where dad, the bus stop, I'm assuming it's a bus stop. So I'm kind of wondering, what does Billy do to get Justin mad at her? Like, how big is it? And I like how no matter what, assuming she doesn't kill anybody, which I don't think she is, just personally. I'm liking how Justin says, by making a mistake doesn't mean you get kicked out. That's not what it means. And I love that. Thank you. Okay, oh, and also, I guess like a little thing, going back to Mortal Vibes Only before getting into Saved by the Spell. Being kicked out of another home. I wonder if we could get a flashback, either this episode later on, to what her other home was like, where we get to know about Billy's parents. Did she had parents, but now she's was with adopted parents earlier on, then Alex went to get her? How did Alex and Billy meet? I wonder if we can get more of those answers, because I think that's kind of interesting, because I'm like, where are your parents? I'm glad you're with Justin, because Justin's cool, he's awesome, but like, where are your parents? Or adopted parents or guardians or something. It's interesting. Okay, episode 3, Saved by the Spell. On her first day of school, based on Billy's kid, Billy uses magic to impress Roman's best friend, but when a jealous Roman steals Billy's wand, he falls into the grasp of a wizard hunting Phantomus. I said it before when I was going through the episode. I don't like the name Phantomus. Again, it might grow on me later, but I would say wizard hunting Phantom. Why not just say that? I don't know. And Roman's best friend, I think, is like the final episode of the half. I'm assuming the best friend's name is Winter, like her name's Winter. I'm just assuming. And I wonder, what's Winter like? Is she mischievous like Billy? Is he, like, I'm assuming, maybe going to be more serious like Roman? Is she going to be like a mix between, like a middle type of person? Is she just dull? Or is she ascending like Daria or something? Or um, it was like another character I had in my mind, but it kind of went away. Like kind of like a set type of person. Is she gonna be like Quinn from Daria, like where she's just all about clothes and stuff like that, or like cheerleading, or something? I don't know. Um, but Roman being jealous. I mean, jealousy happens, and especially when you were cool to your best friend, but then now your pseudo sister, I guess you could say, with Billy, is impressing her. Yeah, like, you know, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But I again, fan episode. Just change the name. What's going on? But anyway, that's all I got with that. And also Saved with Spell, Saved by the Bell. I love the reference. Kudos. Kudos. Something wizard this way comes. Okay. On Halloween, this episode 4 of season 1, on Halloween, Billy tells Roman about Pumpkin Belly. I think this reference to like the Great Pumpkin, or something like Krampus, like Christmas wise, or like the Halloween trickster in like Summerween for the Summerween episode in Gravity Falls. There's like a mystical thing that hunts you, like when you like, don't do something, and I guess Pumpkin Belly is going to be that version. So, okay. So Billy tells Roman about Pumpkin Belly, a ghoul who eats anyone whose house isn't spookily decorated. I kind of like that. They're taking like a aspect of different characters and they're kind of making their own thing. Pumpkin Belly seems like a unique name. Like, I don't never really seen Pumpkin and Belly really go like together before, but I think it kind of works. And it's a ghoul. See, ghoul, not phantomous. Just say phantom. Sorry, I'm kicking a dead horse. But a ghoul who eats anyone whose house isn't spookily decorated, not who gives them like enough candy, which that's what Gravity Falls did, or or Krampus is I think the aspect is when you are like naughty or something, the Krampus comes to get you, so you don't get presents or lump of coal from Santa. You can actually get taken, or I think that's how it goes. I might be totally wrong. So Pumpkin Belly only comes when your house isn't decorated. Like you need to really spookify your decor, or I'm gonna come get you. I think it's kind of interesting. It's different. It's different. So wait. So that's like the A plot, and the B plot. Meanwhile, Justin, Milo, and Giada. I'm assuming Giada is his wife. I'm assuming. And Milo is Justin's other son, Roman's brother. And this is just what I'm assuming. But Giada could just be like another totally friend of the family. Milo could just be like a friend. Defend the home from pranksters. So I guess it's like a nice like little B plot. Okay. I guess like my only theory is like, what does Pumpkin Belly look like? Are they going to be used in CGI? Are they going to be used in practical effects? That'd be pretty cool to use practical effects. I think that'd be pretty cool. And pranksters. Could the pranksters be tied to Pumpkin Belly, or could this be its own separate thing? And also in the trailer, it seemed like, who I'm assuming Giada is. She was kind of wearing the camo green. I wondered if it was part of this episode. Could be. Okay. Episode 5 was just want to have fun. Just want to have fun. Nice. Billy and Justin must work together to undo a spell. While Billy's prank goes AWR, Roman gains muscles thanks to a magical muscle tea. Milo's class pet gets loose in the house. Again, like I said before, I'm not going to get into it really again, but I'm a little bit worried that there might be 3 plots going on. So just hopefully treat it carefully. So again, Billy and Justin must work together to undo a spell. I'm kind of wondering what prank went AWR. And then was it just wanted to have fun? I'm assuming Billy wanted to have fun and Justin said like no, and now they had to undo a spell, because like probably it went it went awry, so they had to fix it. And Roman gains muscles thanks to a magical muscle tea. How ridiculous is it gonna look? I wouldn't mind if it looks a little ridiculous, but like how ridiculous is it gonna look? And I'm kind of wondering, like what's gonna happen? Like, why is he gaining muscles? Is it by accident? Did he get it on purpose? And can you just take the muscle T off? Do you have like to destroy or something? I'm a little bit curious about it, but not too much. I'm a little curious about it. And Milo gets the class pad like let loose in the house. How much are we gonna say on this little plot thread? And what pet is it? That's my only concern. I'm like, what pet is it? Is it a bird? Is it a hamster? Gerbil? Chinchilla? Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry. Is in my middle school, we had a big environmental aspect to it. So we had like a lot of different animals. So we had chinchillas. So could it be chinchilla? That'd be pretty cool because shows don't usually show chinchillas. I think it'd be pretty awesome. So my hope is that they have a chinchilla. 2 thumbs up. It's a chinchilla. And also Wizard just wanted to have fun, just like Saved by the Spell. I love the different aspects. Someday Wizard This Way Comes could be referenced to something else, but I just not 100% like I don't know it. Like, so I'm sorry. I'm sure it's pretty cool. You know, when it was popular. Okay, so episode 6, The Legend of Creepy Falls. Again, just like this episode, I don't know what the reference is to. Sorry. But episode 6 is season 1, when Billy uses a spell on her Badger book profile and accidentally enchants her classmates. She must find a way to break it to get everyone back to normal. Okay, it's like a simple plot, like oh, Billy uses a spell and now the school is like kind of taken over by something. I've seen this in other like magical type of shows. Like it happens. I don't know what Badger book profile is. Is this supposed to be like Twitter or something? Or to Twitter X, I guess they call it now. I don't know. Or is this like Facebook profile or something like that? Instagram might be. I'm not a huge fan when it tells these plot threads, but since magic is involved, I might like it a little better than what Big City Greens is, because it was an episode. I'm not gonna get into too heavy spoilers, but it was an episode in season 2. I believe it was season 2. Yeah, where Remy was trying to get like ding dong follows, and there were little funny moments with like Gloria and like Kiki and stuff like that, where I'm like, okay, that was pretty funny. Oh my goodness, the hot dog ambulance thing, that was pretty funny. And Gloria is like, I'm officially too old for like not YouTube, but like for the internet. She gets a phone to tell you, he's like, I feel free now, and she just walks away. I'm like, okay, perfect. I love you, Gloria. Oh, Big City Green season 2, especially the latter half. I'm like, oh, that was so awesome. But the episode was, I think it was generally okay. I forgot what I gave the episode. I think it was okay. Like in those episodes, bad episodes can just have peak moments, and I'm not saying it was a bad episode, but those were like peak moments. That's it was so good. But Remy was just putting Cricket through lots of dangerous, not trials, but like tasks to get more followers, and I'm just like, okay, let me guess. Like, Remy's gonna do this, he's gonna feel bad, and then they're gonna make up, and Remy's gonna lose followers. He says it's not worth it, and then boom, everything's solved within the day. And it's essentially what happens. The different like tasks like just get more dangerous and more reckless as it goes on. At least it's consistent in that, but But so since magic is involved here, I'm assuming it's gonna be better. That's just an assumption, but could be worse. I don't know. But the Legend of Creepy Falls with this episode title, my theory is, are they gonna be acting like zombies? Could be. I don't know. Episode 7, season 1. We're gonna need a bigger float. Ha ha ha. We're gonna need a bigger bun, like I mentioned last time. Love it. Jaws reference. Billy gets wizard help. So I guess it's like help like from Facebook or something, to finish her homework, and meets a member of the Russo family. So I'm like, meets a member. So this isn't Alex. Unless this is supposed to be like a prequel, it's going to have like a flashback in it, but I'm assuming it's not. If it's Alex, then I guess it must be a flashback. But could this be Max? Could this be... I forget the parents' name, but I think it's Marissa and Jack? I think it's the mom and dad. So it has to be one of those three. Because a member of the Russo family, and that either has to be Max, the brother, Jack, the father, and Marissa or Melissa, I think it's Marissa, the mother. Or possibly Max's wife, or like Max's children, or like something like that. that could be it, because it technically, if they have the name Russo and they're connected with Max and connected to the family, technically they're a member of the Russo family. So if Max did have any children, technically Billy could meet them and technically they're a member of the Russo family. But I'm assuming it's one of the three that I mentioned earlier. Who could it be? I don't know. But I'm kind of excited. Justin runs into an old mentor while Billy uses magic on Roman's homecoming parade float. I'm having an assumption that it's going to be Jack, the family member, just in case, because Justin runs into an old mentor. His old mentor was Jack, Alice's and Max's and Justin's dad, because he's the magic one. And he would teach them, he's like, I'm going to teach you all I can about magic. And when the time comes, when one of you is going to get like the full power, because all three of you can't have it, because rules. Because I'm going to be teaching you. So Justin's old mentor, I'm assuming, would be Jack, and if the family member is going to be the same person as this one, I'm assuming it's going to be Jack, but it could be Max. I don't know. And the Roman's homecoming parade float, kind of mentioned before. I don't think I need to mention again, but I love the aspect. We're not just going to do the homecoming dance, we're going to do a parade float. Awesome. Nice. I approve. Hopefully they do practical effects, and hopefully it will look cool. That'll be lame if it will look dumb. But episode 8, you can't handle the truth. Haha, you can't handle the truth. I like when I can get a reference to something, especially since later in my life, definitely more than what I have earlier in life, that I can get more movie reference now since I've seen more movies and variety. So I love that. When her spell to remove Justin's wisdom teeth, it also removes all of his wisdom. I like a wisdom teeth, wisdom. By mistake, Billy is left watching out for a reckless Justin. I like this. Like I mentioned before, because I don't think I need to mention it again, but just Justin being a responsible one, Billy being a reckless one, and now her recklessness makes Justin being reckless, and now Billy needs to be responsible. So I wonder if they're going to be coming to an understanding, and I think, I hopefully there's a precedent to this, to where she's still Billy. Like, being mature doesn't mean not being yourself. Being mature means being yourself, but knowing what actions is in the right situation. Because being responsible is different from being an amateur child, because in being an amateur child, you think you could just do whatever you want. It's like, oh, I can do this for this situation, and since I'm a child, it's totally okay. But being an adult and being more mature and being more responsible, you think, I could do this, but is it right for this situation? It could be, but is it too reckless for right now? Maybe I can do it later in the day or something. So hopefully Billy's still Billy, but she's more mature now and she has a bigger understanding. And that's a precedent for later on in the show, or at least for the season. That's my hope for it. But since Billy's still a kid, that probably not will happen, but I can only hope. So, episode 9, Mistaken Identity. When Billy struggles with a spell, Roman says he could do it if he were a wizard. To prove him wrong, Billy uses a power glass. I wonder if this was in the original show, because I haven't seen the original show in a long time. So in the comments, was this an original show, Power Glass? That'd be cool if it was. To transfer her powers to Roman. That'd be pretty interesting. I wonder if Roman could get a cool wizard's cloak or something, or like a hat or something. That'd be pretty cool. Don't give him a beard. I don't think it'll be necessary. I mean, if you want to, I guess you could, but I don't think it's necessary. I wonder how Billy is gonna, feel as a mortal. Will she be like, oh, like it burns off my shoulders, or is this could be like the most boring thing ever? Because you basically have, I'm assuming this could be for like a day. I'm just assuming you just have a day being a full mortal, no magic essence at all. You just Billy, you. Well, what are you gonna do? What do you do with your life? If you could just imagine yourself this for the rest of your life, what would you think? That's why I'm kind of like, I'm sure Roman's gonna be pretty cool with the magic powers ending. I'm gonna be excited about that. But Billy, I want to see, because she says she's struggling with a spell. Now you don't have to struggle with a spell. You don't have to struggle with any spell anymore. Hmm. That could be pretty interesting. Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. Huh. Maybe she actually like it. I don't know. That's interesting. Um, so episode 10. Well, I'm assuming it's the mid-season finale. Ain't gnome party like a wizard party. Nice. When Billy's trouble making friend from Wizard World visit, and like they don't give like the name, because some mysteries. Come on. Billy goes over the top to impress her and accidentally puts Winter in danger. I'm assuming Winter is the best friend that was mentioned earlier. And Winter in danger? Like how much danger? Like putting like an alliance in danger or into like another dimension danger? I don't know. But since Gnome is in the name, I'm assuming either her friend, because again, like Alex and Justin and Max were friends with all types of different creatures. Like they were friends with werewolves. They were friends with angels, vampires. They were friends with these skull-looking creatures. Like where there was like one girl, I remember like a clip. It's in the back of my head to where she did this, and this part of her face turned to like a skull or something, and you can see it was no good animation. It kept like jiggling around and moving. I'm like, okay. And she like jumped into the water. I'm like, okay, thank goodness I don't have to look at that again because I'm like, what the heck? I forget what type of creature was called, what her species was, but I'm like, thank you for jumping. I don't wish any ill on anyone, but thank you for jumping off the boat. Thank you so much. Because I'm like, I can't look at this jankiness anymore. I'm gonna throw up. But again, it was a long time ago. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I swear it was moving. Ugh, okay. So again, they were my point is that they were friends with all different type of creatures and half breeds and like full creatures and stuff like that. So since Gnome is in the party, I'm wondering, is Gnome going to be in the party? I'm assuming. Is Billy's friend a gnome? Is Roman going to be friends with a gnome? I wonder if Roman and I forget Roman's younger brother. I forgot his name. Hold on, let me look back up because I think it was mentioned. I'm assuming it's brother. I'm assuming. Milo. Okay, hold on. Let me go back here. Okay. So I wonder if Roman and Milo may make friends with other creature friends. I think that'd be pretty cool. It'd be pretty funny if Roman can get like a girlfriend or something. That's like another species because I'm like, is she gonna be like a recurring character or something? That'd be pretty interesting. But anyway, Billy's trying to press her, and her like friend might be a gnome, might not be a gnome. Goes over the top. Why does Billy want to go over the top? Is my theory. Like, does Billy think she lost her touch and she's less reckless now? Because Justin kind of rubbed off on her, and so she wants to go too over the top, and puts Winter in danger. I wonder if Billy's gonna extrude from the previous friendship, or if the friendship is gonna be more stronger now. That'd be cool if be more stronger because since this new friend could be a recurring character. I don't know. Could be not. But yeah, that's it. So I want to give like my top 5 most anticipated episodes, starting with I guess my own most anticipated. I guess number 1 would be we're gonna need a bigger float. I'm kind of interested in. Number 2 would be you can't handle the tooth. Number 3, I guess, would be a gnome party like a wizard party. Number 4 would be Wiz taking identity. And number 5 would be Saved by the Spell. Because even though I don't like the name, I kind of like it. This is gonna be introducing a new villain. So this, even though I'm not super stoked by the name, I think this would be a cool, like 5th like episode. I'm really looking forward to. Everything else seems to be like fine. So yeah, so yeah, everyone. These are all the episode titles I wanted to go over. I'm really excited for the show, and it seems to be on hiatus right now. So everyone, I also want to mention that thank you so much for my 330th subscriber. Yes, we finally made it. We're at 330 subscribers. It's technically December 1st, but that's totally fine. Subscribers can come at any time, any place. So I just want to say a big thank you. And since it's December, the next goal is 335 before January. And everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share the video. Don't forget to check out my community posts and my mini reviews. And I'll see you guys on Tuesday for my monthly update for December. Alright. Bye.